Hello, it's me, Brandon, and I'm going to be doing another. Sorry, I'm going to be doing another movie review. I don't own this movie on DVD, but it's one of my favorite movies from the '80s. From '88 or '89. I can't remember correctly. From Orion Pictures. It's the Burbs from the Burbs. Burbs, the Burbs, not the birds, the Burbs, like suburbs. It stars Tom Hanks, Carrie Fisher, yeah, Rick. I can never pronounce his last name all right. He was in the Little Monsters, Groundhog Day. He passed away years ago, but any Canadian fans, you probably know what I'm talking about. Duckerman. Rick Duckerman. I hope I got that right. Bruce Stern, Winnie Schow. She does the voice on the mom of American Dad. And Henry Gibson and Brother Theodore and Courtney Gaines as the Klopeks. I'm sorry, Klopeks. It's about Tom Hanks. So he plays Ray Peterson. He's taking a weeks off from whatever he does. I can't remember. I don't think his job was mentioned in the movie, but he's taking a week's vacation home. His wife wants him to go to the lake or whatever. Go to the lake and spend some time in the woods. Vacation in the cabin in the woods. I'm sorry. You know how I am. I'm going to get this right. Don't worry. So basically, his wife wants him and her and their son. I forget the son's name in the movie, but to go to the cabin up in the woods. But he just wants to, just lay around the house and do work around the house. He seems to be a paranoid guy anyway, so maybe he thinks if he stays home for the whole week, he can just be relaxed. And they live near next to wacky neighbors in the cul-de-sac that the movie was filmed. Also they filmed the show The Monsters and on Wisteria Lane, and that's where they did Desperate Housewives, and I think they did Leave It to Beaver there too. In the Universal backlot, whatever. They're wacky neighbors. They have that guy Walter with his pet poodle, and he trains the poodle to take a crap in the into the Rumsfield's yard. The Bruce Stern played Lieutenant Mark Rumsfield. He can't stand Walter because he always trains his dog to poop in his yard. And who else? Oh yeah, of course, Art Rick, played by Rick Duckerman. He's the chubby, annoying neighbor who lives. I don't know if he lives next door to Ray, but most of the movie is about these new weird neighbors named the Klopeks. I mean, Ray, Mark, Rumsfeld, and Art. They get all suspicious. They think that they're killers or psychopaths just the way they look. In one scene, Hans, played by Courtney Gaines, he was in that movie Children. He was in the movie Children of the Corn, and he steps out of the house for the first time, and everybody, like not everybody, but like almost the cul-de-sac, stares at him with that weird music playing, that frightening music playing, like dun dun. And when Ray and Art see him come out, they decide to go, just to introduce themselves. So they walk up to the Klopex's house, and while they were knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell, a swarm of bees, flies out, and they get sting. I don't know if they get sting, but Mark Rumsfeld, he gets the hose and he sprays the bees off. It is hilarious. Oh yeah, Corey Feldman, he plays one of the teenage neighbor, Ricky Butler, who likes to rock and roll. And what else? They just keep spying on the Klopex's house. They all get paranoid for some reason because they have this feeling. They have this feeling that the Klopeks are serial killers, And later on in the movie, Walter he disappears. Walter's poodle gets left out she gets left outside cold and shivering, and Bonnie was it Bonnie Run? Yeah, Bonnie Rumsfeld, Mark's wife, who was very attractive in this movie, by the way. They wondered why the dog was I guess outside the whole night. I can't remember, but they go to his house and they don't find him. They find his living room chairs turn over and they suspect something bad has happened to him. They think the culprit. I can't say that name right. I'm sorry. They think that the culprit. No, I don't get this right. The Klopex. They think that the Klopexes of three members of the family have killed him, and they get more suspicious, and that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna ruin the whole film. This movie is I didn't see this as a kid. I always saw the cover of it at the video store, and for some reason, if you remember this movie, the cover of Tom Hanks on the poster, I used to think that was Dan Aykroyd for some reason. I don't know. I just don't know. But that movie is a very good dark comedy. It was, like I said, filmed in that suburbia, that cul-de-sac, where they filmed the TV shows of the monsters. And I think Leave It to Beaver, I could be wrong, but I know it was where they also filmed with the show The Monsters. You remember Herman Monster? And it was directed by Joe Dante, who directed, Gremlins and other cool stuff. Yeah, I think he directed Small Soldiers too. That's a cool film of the late '90s. But The Burbs, check it out. It's a cool dark comedy of Tom Hanks. I don't know if he does a lot of comedies anymore, not counting the Toy Story movies, but he used to do a lot of cool comedies of the '80s. Bachelor Party, The Money Pit. I gotta review that someday. The Money Pit with Shelley Long. Yeah, I was about to say Shelley Winters with Shelley Long. Yeah, Shelley Long and Tom Hanks in that movie. That is this hilarious movie too. But The Burbs is one of my personal favorites. It's a very dark comedy. You know, if you watch this movie, you'll be hoping it's a "Don't judge a book by its cover" scene, but it's not a "Don't judge a book by its cover" if you just watch the whole movie. But anyway, that's it. I'm about to end this video, and please subscribe to my channel. You don't have to like me. You don't have to respect me. Please subscribe. I need more subscribers, baby. Check out The Burbs from 1988 or 89 from Orion Pictures, directed by Joe Dante. It is a cool dark comedy. Yeah, let's call this a dark comedy. Anyway, that's it. I'm out.